welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am Becca Jo, aka the Makeup Tax Lady, and today I want to play with makeup. It has been several weeks, a month more or less, since I have had the opportunity to just play with my makeup, let alone do filming of any sort. So I am really excited to just jump in and play with my makeup. I have a couple new products today, and I also want to do a look that someone has recommended with the ENSLEY REIGN GLOW Palette. So I'm very excited to play with all of those things. Let's just do it. Before we get into the new products that I'll be playing with today, which it'll probably be one of two of my new products, but I'm going in with my Bobbi Brown under eye corrector. This is in the shade Light Bisque. Okay, now for the new products. Both of these new products are in the same category, so that's why I don't think I'm really gonna use both. But we're gonna pick one or the other. I wish I could do like a live poll and figure out which one you guys wanted to see, but whichever one I picked today, let me know if you'd like to see the other one in a video of like a first impression or whatever, so that I know whether to film that for you. So one product we have here, the Tula Filter Primer. They call this a blurring and moisturizing primer. I picked up the shade Luna, which is for fair and light skin tones. So this kind of comes out as a white liquid and blends in. It's got like those pigments that it kind of blends into a little bit of a shade. So I'm very curious about this. Alexa Chan has talked about this, and I've been kind of craving something that's just a little bit of a light coverage, but kind of has that blurring effect. So we'll see if this fits the bill for that. The other new product that I have, and I'm leaning towards trying this one today, this is the MAC Strobe Dewy Skin Tint. I picked up the shade Light 2, which claims to have a peachy undertone. I know that Alexa Chan has talked about this one too, and this one, I think she says is a little bit metallic for her, but regardless, I have been loving a dewier skin. Who am I? So I've been using the heck out of this L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. I wish I had the shade deeper, but I don't want to buy a different shade of this until I've used up most of this one. But anyway, in the meantime, I grabbed the MAC Strobe Dewy Skin Tint because I've just been really intrigued by this. So let me apply some of this today. I will likely be going in with more coverage over top of this. This is just kind of a base layer for me for some moisture and for a little bit of glow. Okay, she's glowy, a little bit metallic. I'm gonna give it a few minutes to set in. I'm just taking just a regular dry foundation brush, no other product on it, and just wanna make sure that it's all evenly spread out on my skin. While I continue to let that set in just a little bit, I'm gonna go in with the Iris and Romeo Best Skin Days Concealer in the shade 2. I'm gonna put this under my eyes and then on the spots that I want to add a little bit of concealer to. That MAC Strobe Dewy Skin Tint, is that the name of it? Strobe Dewy Skin Tint. Yes, that is definitely glowy. Probably more glowy than I would like it to be just on its own. It's not like the worst, but I'm not like loving it by itself, which is fine because like I said, I was kind of had it in mind as like a layering product. Okay, I've given the concealer just a minute to set in. Now I'm gonna go and blend it in with a brush. Okay, giving all of that just a few more minutes to sink into my skin. I'm gonna go in with my Ulta Beauty Ultra Slim Brow Pencil just to fill in my brows a little bit. And using my half-caked Get Fluffed Brow Gel just to fluff this through the brows. Okay, now I want to go in with my RCMA No Color Powder and use this under my eyes and then probably just a very light layer over all of my face. Okay, lately I have been loving a powder foundation, adding that to the mix. I've been going back and forth between, I have this little sample size of Laura Geller This is the Baked, Balance, and Brighten. And the shade is medium, but it actually like works okay for me. It gives me a little bit of a tan, so I'm not mad about that. Yeah, so this has been one option. And then the other is I'm still working through my samples of the Sydney Grace powder foundation, their mineral foundation, and I really enjoy this stuff. I really enjoy this stuff. I need to commit to a full size. This is the shade BU5. Let's use this today. So I like this, especially like either of these powder foundations, but I especially like when I have something more moisturizing underneath. I feel like they look that much more skin-like and they tend to last a little bit better. And yes, I used a translucent powder. I don't really want to go straight in with the powdered foundation on top of something more wet. So this is kind of a layering technique that I have been enjoying. Of course, I haven't used the MAC Strobe Dewy Skin Tint before, but I'm taking this brush and buffing this into the skin. Oh, the coverage is beautiful. The coverage of that powder foundation on the skin is just beautiful. I hope it translates that way on camera. I'm gonna go in with my About Face eyeshadow primer. I also want to add a little bit of ENSLEY Reign lip gloss. This is from the Glow collection. I purchased this myself, but I want to add this to my lips just to give us a little moisture. I want to go in with bronzer, and I want to use this Ulta Beauty Baked Bronzer. Okay, we will come back to do blush in a bit, but now I want to jump into eyeshadow, which is always one of the more fun pieces, if not the most fun piece of makeup for me. Today I want to use my ENSLEY Reign Glow Palette. This beauty was gifted to me and I have had so much fun with it over the last couple months, several weeks. I've done so many looks, a handful on camera, a handful for a video that's coming. I'm still working on it. And then several times where I haven't done any filming and I've just worn this palette and I've just loved it. I'm loving it so much. Someone had recommended a video idea, or at least a look idea. I don't remember if it was a YouTube comment or an Instagram comment. I apologize. The comment was recommending using these shades over a deep base, namely these shimmer shades over a deep base to really bring out the life and the glow, the beautiful, beautiful glow that these shades have. And so that's what I want to do today. I want to use this shade Balanced as like an intense full cover matte look over my eye. And I may pull in another matte shadow. We'll see kind of how this goes because I'm not strictly sticking to this palette, but I am primarily going to use this palette. So anyway, I know I want to use that shade. I think I want to use another shade to like blend out the depth with possibly No Competition, possibly Inner Glow, possibly Self-Love. I haven't decided on that just yet, but to start us off, I'm going to take a little splash of Prosper on a fluffy brush. This is a Sydney Grace E12, and I'm just gonna use this to set down the eyeshadow primer that I laid down on my lids. Before I even get into packing on the deep matte shade, let me just say, because it's been a minute since I've played with makeup, this will certainly not be perfect, but we are here to have fun and play, which is what we like to do on my channel. So just take it with a grain of salt that I know that this isn't gonna be perfect, but I'm having fun and I hope you are too. I picked up that deep navy shade on this old BH Cosmetics number 8 brush. It was like number 8 in whatever set it was in. So I'm gonna use this and start stamping on the lid. That's so dramatic. Okay, going back into that shade with Sierra Martin D6 brush, and I'm gonna use this since it's dense and still a little precise to help with like the inner corner and that sort of thing. I know I still have some blending on the edges to do. This probably looks super stark and contrasting right now. That's fine. I'm gonna take this Rephr 03, this is a pencil brush, and gonna do this same liner under the eyes. Okay, I'm gonna start using this Rephr 13 brush. I don't know if this is what I wanna stick with, but we're gonna start with this. And to blend out this deep navy shade, I wanna use the shade No Competition. I just can't help it. This purpley periwinkle shade is so, so pretty. It's one of my favorite shades. This is so crazy. Okay, taking this super fluffy Give Me Glow brush, dipping into this light Prosper shade, and I'm gonna use this just kind of around the outside of where we put the more colorful shades, just to blend it all into the skin. It's wild, it's dramatic, and we are playing with makeup, and I love it. Okay, time for some shimmers. I am most drawn to either Soft, Create, or Abundance. Here are those 3 yummy shades on my finger. What if we start with Create? We'll use this shade here, Create, and it picks up more of the blue and I pull it away. That's so cool. And then maybe we'll add in some Abundance. That's what I'm thinking. Taking that shade Create on my finger. I haven't laid down any glitter glue or anything like that. Okay, next I picked up the shade Abundance. That doesn't even look real. That doesn't even look real. I'm gonna use this on the inner portion of my lids. We're gonna keep going. We're just gonna cover everything with beautiful shimmers. I wanna take Royal Queen, this beautiful pinky and orange metallic beautiful shade. Add that to the outer portion over here. Ooh. Now I want to use Attract, and we're gonna put this under the lower lash line. Oof. This look is a little bit chaotic, but it's so fun. Taking just a tad bit of Prosper and just softening the edge of where I laid that last shimmery shade. I'm gonna take this MAC Color Excess Gel Liner in the shade Perpetual Shock, add this to my waterline. I'll go do mascara and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back with mascara on. This is certainly not the most impactful mascara. It's just the one I have open right now. My Buxom mascara. It's fine. It's fine. And I'm not feeling false lashes today. So let's move into blush and lips. So for blush, I want to use this Moira. This was given to me by a friend in the shade Sweet Peach. I find this is such a pretty blush formula and shade. Now I want to use a combination of Give Me Glow lip liners, All That's Apricot and Cinnamon Bun, and add these to my lips. And after blending those in, I'm going to add just a little bit more of my gloss. One more step, because I have picked up so many of the ENSLEY Reign Moon Dusts, and I've barely played with them, so I definitely want to throw one on my cheeks as a highlighter today. And I want to use the shade Glow Up. This is from the Glow collection. I purchased this myself. I have not used this shade at all just yet, so let's open it up and take a look. Gosh, this is so cool. Okay, it's like a baby pink shade. Oh, look at the fiery orange in there. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. Taking a large brush, I'm dipping into the moon dust and then tapping off the excess. And let's add to my cheek. I hope you guys can see that. Okay, that moon dust was such a fun additional little splash to this look. I've had so much fun today. I know that this look is dramatic and maybe a little bit chaotic, and where has Becca Jo been? But I am so happy to be back, planning to do more posting regularly. I'll probably ease back into it, but I love playing with makeup so much. If you enjoy playing with makeup too, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'd love to have you back. If you liked this video, please give it a like, drop me a comment. I'd love to hear what makeup you are loving and playing with lately. If you have any more recommendations on looks, either with the Glow Palette or inspiration, or maybe you'd like to see a focus in a particular color theme, I'd love it. I love hearing inspiration and I'd love to hear your recommendations. So thank you once again so much for being with me for today's video, and I hope to see you in the next one.